should go with later.
Maybe that guy.
And me.
Okay, so I will start this right now. John Lennon was born on October 9th, 1940, during a bomb raid, because it was during World War II. So his parents had his middle name be Winston after Winston Churchill, because he was very inspirational to them. His parents' names were Julia and Alfred Lennon, and they weren't really there in his life. Like, he was really afraid of abandonment all throughout his life because his dad left his family like right when he was born, and his mom left him with his aunt, and he was kind of raised by his aunt and uncle for a while. And his mom died when he was 17. She died in a car wreck. And that is And in 1957, he met Paul McCartney, and he formed this musical group that was originally called Quarrymen, and that eventually evolved into the Beatles, which was a super incredibly popular musical group from 1957 to 1969. They wrote a lot of music, and the other two members were George Harrison and Ringo Starr, and they were the drummers and the guitar people. And they started what Americans call the British Invasion. Like, they came, and then the Rolling Stones, and then Kinks. So they started the whole British music movement in America. And then John Lennon left the group in 1969, and Paul McCartney left the year after, and it kind of just dissolved. After he left the Beatles, he had lots of solo things, and he wrote lots of songs by himself and lots of albums. They were usually really depressing, and he used like screaming, like primal screaming therapy in a lot of his songs, and he talked about like abandonment and his mom and God, and it was a lot of really deep, depressing songs. Then in 1969, he divorced his first wife, Cynthia, and he left her and his son, Julian, who he named after his mom, Julia, and he married Yoko Ono in 1970. They had a kid, and they named him Sean. And yep. After they had Sean, like, John kind of disappeared, like he fell off the map for about 5 years, and he decided that he would just be a house husband and really focus on raising Sean. And in 1980, while he was coming home from a recording session, he was shot 8 times in the back by a guy named David Churchill. And David Churchill was just a really messed up guy. He killed him because he was crazy. That's it. So, yep, that's more like about John Lennon and his life. So now you know more about that.